try to expand the market for you. We try to keep our eyes on the rescue banks with the story that we're getting this morning that the central bank, after ignoring, spurning shareholders in the bank, says, according to Lamido, he has no business with shareholders. Now he's sitting on the table with the same shareholders to discuss how to sell those banks if anyone is willing to take a risk. But look at how the market were last week. Now the banking sector rally continued, and according to what the Proshare put together over the past 1 month, we've seen about 11.8, almost 12% rise in the banking sector. If you track the top 10 banks within the banking sector, what we've seen over a 1 month change, it was about 11 point, we've seen that 13.3, I beg your pardon. The food index 11.81%. So the key figure actually for the banking sector was 13.33% over a 1 month. What we saw last week was 4.5%, and that index is about 391 reading on what the stock exchange put together. Let's leave the banks a little bit right now. Guinness Nigeria PLC disappointed the market last week when it reported its half year. Of course, Guinness full year is June, so half year will give you about end of September. A Q for some other companies. Guinness reported a gross earnings of 53.8 billion naira, but says its net profit went down by almost 11% to 7.183 billion naira. One of those stories came in to the market last week. If you return to the rescue banks, you've seen a very major downside to those banks right now. A lot of damage done to them since the 14th of August. So we're just tracking the past few months for those banks. If we check very quickly, some of those what you call financial ratios that you use if you want to invest in the stocks, were basically the earnings per share and price to earnings ratio. Spring Bank, Union Bank, Platinum, Oceanic, Intercontinental, and First Inland are doing negative earnings per share right now. However, Bank still have a 0.90 as earnings per share, that's 90 kobo per share, and Oceanic Bank on current earnings per share of 0.59. In terms of price to earnings ratio, First Inland, Intercontinental Bank have negative PE ratio. Oceanic is still positive around 3.7. Union Bank is negative 0.37. Spring Bank 0.97, and PHB 0.11. On the banks, the bank who is winning right now, let's say the bank who is top at the marketplace, your guess is as good as mine. Let's get that comes through from First Bank. First Bank PLC is leading the pack, but in terms of market appreciation and everything, you give it to GT Bank. That's what Proshare told us over the weekend. Meanwhile, will be the new managing director of Skybank. He will be replacing Shola Akifenwa, the man who brought the Platinum, who brought Prudence and Eco International Bank together in 2005 consolidation. He will be leaving office at the end of July. A report says that from the 1st of August, Drew Simieti will be the new headsman at Skybank. We hope to hear his voice also on radio, like Shola Kefenwa in the Q radio program running every morning, talking about Sky High. Let's take a break. Bola Maluga is angling to join.